Let's hear from the coach. This is Behind the Beard with Bobby Smirniotis, Forge FC head coach and sporting director. Now, the woman who takes us there, here's Mackenzie Barwell on the Forge Audio Network.
Okay, first things first, you were right last week. It was week 22. And I was like, no, it's 23. And then I looked at the previous episode and I was like,
I'm good with numbers.
Yeah, we've already established that. So this week is week 23. You were right. Almost week 24. That's how that works. We've made it.
Yes.
You've been off for a few days now.
Yep.
You said that you hate days off.
Yes.
Why? Just don't know what to do?
Don't know what to do. A little bit of lack of concentration on everyone.
Yeah.
Then it takes a couple of days to get back. But, of course, it's a much-needed thing for the players and for the staff as well, just to get ourselves prepared for what will be the next most important game in the year coming up in 10 days from now. But, yeah, I love being at the pitch. I love training. I love being around the guys. So I think it comes more from there.
Well, on a serious note, congratulations. 5 CPL finals, 5 years. A little applause from the back. What did you do with those 3 days, though? Did you come into the stadium?
So first things first, the one day was spent traveling because our flight got canceled getting out of Calgary. So we weren't able to leave till the next day. So we were on the red eye after the game to get back. And, we had planned it that way, that we'd have some days off. But no, so Sunday was spent traveling by the time we got home. And then Monday, a little bit of planning. And Tuesday, my oldest son's birthday. So he kept me busy.
Way.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. That's so fun.
Yeah.
Do you have a little birthday party at home? Or?
No, he just wanted to get out and about the city and doing things. So
well, it works out with your schedule, I guess, too.
So we actually his birthday's today. So, but since I was
gosh.
off yesterday,
okay, cool.
We took advantage of that, and it wasn't much of a day off.
True. I feel like that's always how it goes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Happy
but it was
birthday
fun.
to him, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay, so you've got 2 weeks to prepare for this final. And from the outside, it's like, okay, that's great. You have so much time to prepare. But what are some of the challenges that come with having this much time? Because even like you said, you have a couple days off, but it's easy to lose focus in that time. Then you have to readjust.
Yeah, we're back to training right now, and really for the first time since the beginning of the year, we don't have a game on the weekend. Coming up, and that's one of the.
What do I talk about behind the beard?
That's one of the discussions we have with the guys. It's something that's a little bit different, and we'll do certain things in training this week and keep things light. Work on some repetition of things. Until we know our opponent, because that's when you can really get laser focused in on the players. You don't also want to go, 2 weeks and really driving in points to a game to the players. We're not reinventing the wheel here. We know how to play this game, and we usually know how to do very good in these very meaningful games. So just ease our way into it this week. By the weekend we'll know who our opponent is, and then. Really get laser focused with the 1 week run into that final game, which I am looking forward to, not only as the game, but as to the environment that will be here at Tim Hortons Field.
I got to stop you. You're already answering my questions. Stop. I have to limit you to like 3 sentences so that I can keep my questions.
We need one of those cues somewhere in the background there on my blank wall to say stop.
Stop, Bobby. Okay, because my other question was going to be how the approach changes to training before and after you know who your opponent is. And so would you just say more so working on yourselves this week and then refining it in terms of technicalities going into next week?
Yeah, this week is more about, being able to work on some individual stuff, some group stuff, maybe that we've seen, not in the last game, but over the last while, things that we want just in general to be better about our game. And then once we know our opponent, it's taking all the stuff that we do well in the way we play and making sure that we use the right ideas against our opponent. Similar to what we did in the run-up to Cavalry, stick to our principles, see the zones that we thought we could take advantage of in the game, on the ball, and so on. And I think the guys did a very good job at that, and we'll continue to look at that coming into the next match. Yeah.
I think you do a really good job at your post-match interviews on camera. Like, I thought your answer to the question, who would you rather see, Pacific or Cavalry? And you're like, we don't predict our opponents.
It's not a good thing to get into. And to be honest, it's maybe I made a joke of it, but it's the reality. It's this is a one game. It could be them too. It could be Real Madrid somehow flying in to play a game, and it doesn't really make a difference to me. We're going to prepare to win a game. It's not something we put a lot of thought in and never have. Each team brings its own challenges. Each team is a quality team, and that's why they are where they are and competing to play in a final. So we'll wait to see who we get and then go from there.
Yeah. All right. Okay, now I want to rephrase my question from last week that finally is applicable, because I meant to say regular season last week about closing it out at home, but now for real, we get to close it out, hosting the CPL final. Can you talk a little bit about that, what it means to have that back here after you didn't come out with the outcome that you wanted back in 2021?
Yeah, well, one, it's we love the atmosphere here, and I think if you look at right now compared to 2021 and playing here, I think we can fill this place up and make the energy great. And in 2021, every week we asked our fans to come out to the next biggest game with our run in CONCACAF, run in the Canadian Championship, and it was just game after game after game, and they did a great job showing up. I think right now we're gonna ask them to fill this place up and make sure they're our 12th man on the pitch and give us the energy we're going to need to do something that hasn't been done, and that's a team win on home field. In the CPL for the CPL championship, and we're looking forward to it.
I feel like they will definitely play that role. They opened up the west side, so now we're going to have surround sound, Forge fans, battalion cheers coming from every angle. So I feel like they won't have too much of a problem there.
They were excellent traveling to Ottawa last year, so we know they'll be
exactly.
It'll be absolutely brilliant here come next Saturday, 6 p.m.
Crowd surfing Bobby at Tim Hortons Fields. So bad. Okay. Anyways, we'll move on. Yeah. Now that we're approaching the final, award season is also coming up, and it is announced today that Manjikar James is a nominee for Defender of the Year. And I know you've been coaching him since he was younger, so I wanted to ask what it's been like for you to kind of watch him grow as a player, but also a person over his career.
Yeah, it's excellent for him to get that recognition, because he is that. He's a top defender. It's why we're happy to get him here. From his time playing overseas in Europe, and this guy is a much different player than he was when he left me many years ago, and his experiences overseas in different leagues and different situations. You see that, and I think he's been a valuable addition to our team this year in leading the back line and just being a force back there. And we need him to put up one more big game coming up next weekend.
Yeah. And congratulations to you as well. Your 5th nomination now for Coach of the Year. Does that play into your motivation at all? Or is it more so? I mean, in talking to you over 23 weeks, I'm pretty sure that it's probably just like, it's great, but at the same time, your priority is getting that North Star Cup. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, I always say, the individual awards are great.
Yeah.
But we're not playing darts or bowling.
Okay, fair enough.
Where there's one guy out there throwing something. It's we're a team.
Yeah.
And, all of whatever awards, they're usually reflective of the team. And the best award to always have in any team sport is the trophy that comes with winning a championship. Everything else after that is a bonus.
Okay, perfect. And there are no contracts with trophies.
There are no contracts with trophies, that's for sure.
I'm trying to, come up with as many past Bobby quotes as I can.
That's
and just
pretty good.
Revisit.
Well done.
There's way more.
You're not even checking notes.
I'm not.
So what did we talk about, week 17?
No, geez, yeah, no. Don't even ask me that right now. Don't even ask me. I have a fun game for us to play, though, now. Okay? We'll close it out.
Let's do it.
You were playing football earlier, this practice, as an activation.
Yes.
First of all, that's awesome. Second of all, we've got 3 offensive positions, okay? Quarterback.
Yes.
Running back and wide receiver. You get to draft 3 Forge players for each position. Who you got?
Quarterback, Tristan Borges.
Really?
Yeah. Today he stayed away from the position.
I was going to say, I didn't see him. He's
got the best arm on the team. That's been proven over the years.
Not Garv. A lot of people said Garv today. I was asking around.
No, Tristan Borges.
Okay. We are
running back
in that answer. Yeah.
Dom Samuel.
Yep. Also heard that. Makes sense.
The tank.
Nodding his head. The tank. Yeah.
Immovable object, and he's running
shifty.
He's running at 36 kilometers per hour.
Okay.
So that's speed.
Okay.
You know what? Today his hands were good. Manjikar James.
Okay.
touchdown.
I saw that.
And an interception.
I saw that,
yeah, one-handed touchdown and an interception almost brought it back.
He's got the reach.
Yes. So he's the guy we want there.
Okay.
Those are the three.
Yeah, that's fair. Now you have to say, Mackenzie, who do you...
Mackenzie. If you were selecting 3 players, offensive lineman, linebacker, and safety.
Ooh, thank you.
No, you can go back to quarterback.
Okay, yeah, I was like, wait.
You're like,
safety,
who's what?
Safety, I know, and I'm gonna go Malik because I feel like he's like speedy, but also has the reach to like swat some things down. Offensive lineman.
That's a tough one. Maybe you want to stay away from that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe hurting somebody's feelings.
I was actually gonna say I feel like I don't know who I would say. Potentially Dom though for running back or defensive lineman. I can see him like.
Yeah.
No one's getting past him.
Yep.
You know what I mean? For wide receiver, I might say Kwesi Poku.
Quick, agile.
Yeah. Can he catch though?
I can see that. Trying to think today.
I don't know if I'm confident in his catching ability.
Today, all his routes
Yeah.
were literally 3 yards away from the quarterback.
Oh, okay.
He was wide open.
Huh.
They only threw to him once, but on a 3rd down. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah, this sounds intense. Like, did you have like a
David
ref?
Chouanier also 3rd down. Needed to go the distance and decided to run the ball. So our play calling amongst the teams
who's
today.
Play calling? That's the question.
I'm not sure.
Wasn't you?
No.
Okay.
But we did have a few flags thrown for...
I know, I saw that. Yes. I was like, who's...
a few penalties out there.
Yeah. Kyle Becker, quarterback.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm super confident in his like throwing abilities, but I am confident that he has the leadership skill set.
I can see it.
Qualities to be a quarterback. And what were those other positions that you said?
Not sure.
Safety, offensive?
We said safety. Linebacker.
Oh, right. I don't know. Who do you think?
Ali.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He's good at reading situations. Okay. Very analytical. Right?
But I still think it's probably best that we stay on the Forge FC, not the Ticat side.
All right.
As good as these guys are.
I think so.
All right, week 24. Next week. Be there.
I will be. I'm usually here.
Well.
Can't do the show without me.
Well. Hey. Recently, it's been a little iffy. So we're going to have to get that in writing.
There we go.
Okay.
This has been Behind the Beard with Mackenzie Barwell and Bobby Smirniotis. If you like what you heard, please like, follow, subscribe, comment, and share.